One of the things that came out of the Second Vatican Council was a desire to help those who wanted to be baptized as adults understand what they were getting into. This resulted in a document that today has been translated as the Rite of Christian Initiation of Adults. We're actually waiting for a new translation, which would shift our language to the Order of Christian Initiation for Adults. The process all begins with an informal period where somebody can just ask questions. We call it inquiry, and it's really just that. They're inquiring about what it means to be Catholic. Oftentimes they have some experience of the church, but don't really know what they're looking for. Once they've learned enough to be able to say, yes, I want to be Catholic. Yes, I want baptism. Then they go through what we call the rite of acceptance into the order of the Catechumenate. It's big fancy language to say that they're ready to begin the formal process towards baptism. At this point, we call them catechumens. It comes from the Greek word that just means instruction, because now is when they begin formally learning what it means to be baptized. Once they've had some time of instruction, usually at least a few months, just as we begin the Lenten season, they go through another rite that we call the rite of election. The rite of election is an opportunity for them to come before the bishop of their diocese, declare that they want baptism, and for the bishop to recognize their journey after they've written their name in the book of the elect and encourage them to begin these final stages. The final stages are a period that we call the period of purification and enlightenment. It's a time when they begin active, intensive preparation for the sacrament of baptism. The major rites that are a part of that are called the Scrutinies. They happen on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th Sundays of Lent, and they're a time for the catechumen, now called the elect, to really look at themselves, to scrutinize themselves, and what they need to be more Christ-like. After they've gone through these scrutinies and the period of purification and enlightenment, they're baptized at the Easter Vigil. Now, a lot of times, there are those who have been baptized, either Catholic or not, but have not proceeded any further with their sacraments, who are looking to finish their initiation into the Catholic Church. A lot of times they journey alongside those who are seeking baptism because they benefit from the same instruction. They go through similar rites. The first is called the rite of acceptance. The rite of acceptance is a time when they are introduced to the assembly and accepted into the process. At the same time, the catechumens celebrate the rite of election. Those who have been baptized but are seeking the completion of their sacraments celebrate what is called the call to continuing conversion. It's an opportunity for the bishop to recognize their journey and empower them to complete their sacraments. Alongside the scrutinies, they'll celebrate a penitential rite, which is a time for them to look in on themselves and what they need forgiveness for in preparation for their final sacraments. And then very often, they celebrate confirmation and their first communion at the Easter Vigil, along with those who are baptized into our faith.